We are back. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Truly, it is truly the Xbox World Order. 'Cause Xbox is taking over to the end until next gen. You know what I'm saying? It is truly a time to rejoice, relax your mind,
What a
and have
time.
fun with playing games. I got the good brother Bone out there somewhere. He'll be on. I'm assuming Bone probably be on catch up with us or whatever. I got the good brother, Mr.
Big Shirley
Livewire
got him locked down.
with the retarded man. I got Punisher, the soft voice killer, and me, the bullshit talker. Chaos should be it may be coming. He may be on. No, Chaos be working like crazy and stuff. But fellas, what's good?
What's up, man? What's going on?
You know, a lot of a lot of rumors and speculation and the good, the bad, and the people that's out there that's crying right now. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah, I've been
saying?
seeing the whole that on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
upset.
Oh, they
They are
crying,
big.
boy.
They
Oh my
they big
goodness.
man. Yo, bro, they don't let it go, man. It's not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox. I don't know why you keep on calling it an Xbox. I'm like, bro, it says it in the title. What else am I supposed to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told somebody the other day, I'm like, he's talking about, he's like, well, what Elijah just said. Like, I don't
I'm
understand
like,
how he calling his handheld an Xbox. I'm like, it's an Xbox because Microsoft said it was.
Microsoft
They,
said it was. ROG said it
they
was.
want
I mean, Asus. Yeah, I mean,
Windows, all that.
so I
Yeah.
don't.
If they say it's an Xbox, it's an Xbox. You don't
No,
dictate.
that's like when bitches used to get mad at like in middle school and shit. That's not really her boyfriend. It'd be like, well, he says that's his girlfriend, and she says that's her boyfriend. So I don't know what to tell you, bitch. Like, what you want to? No, no, but he really likes me. It'd be like, oh, all right, you one of those type of fucking nutty assholes. All right.
Yeah, man. It's me and Lyle was talking before Punisher hopped in and stuff that we was talking about we hearing that the name, people coming up with these so-called insiders. I get it. If you have an idea of what name you think that they should call it, that's another thing. But if you want to be so-called being insider and saying, okay, the Xbox name may be the Xbox Series X2, and a lot of elaborate on what you was talking about, why it would be or wouldn't be. There go Mr. 100 right there in the chat right there.
I mean, they could call it whatever they want.
I,
I mean, I can see, I can
That's
see.
not wrong. That's a troll right there.
that's a troll. I'm about to say,
Mm-hmm.
nah, it ain't wrong. You would have
He's
came
talking
in.
about intro
Came
media
in.
game. That's a troll right there.
Yeah, all right. Well, do me a favor, intro media game right there. Go share this video. Go share this. I wish everybody. I just want everybody to share the video and stuff like that for us, if you don't mind. Okay, as you were saying, live.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying. I can see how people, they might want to stick with the series name just
Mm-hmm.
for continuity, but yeah, they can call it Xbox whatever at this point, man. We used to it. But I mean,
Mm.
if they feel they want to just stay keep it more consistent, I mean, that's cool too. I mean, just because I feel like at this point they do have a solid name that they could just be like Xbox Series, whatever. At this point, you know what I mean? They ain't got to worry about like constantly switching the name. I mean, shit, they could have did that from the jump, but they chose not to because they went from Xbox to 360 to the one. But
I think 360. For sure, we want to talk about that. I think the 360 was one of their better names, other than the first name Xbox. I think the
Yeah.
360 was one of their better names.
Yeah, I
But
think their
that's just
only
me.
issue I think their only issue is like calling it what they call a sequel. You know what I mean? Wasn't so much the name of the 360. It's like what comes after that. And they were all talking about 720 shit. They even put it in movies. Xbox 720. I forget what
Right.
movie I saw. Was it the one with the robots? The what was it called? Something Steel was the one with Hugh Jackman and the robot shit. Was it that
Oh
one?
yeah. I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
It was
I'm
some
not
movie
sure
I
if it was
saw.
that.
It said 720 on there.
I mean, I get it, but I don't. Again, as time goes on, I'm glad that they didn't pick that because then we know where that would have went down. How they got 4K and it's called Xbox 720?
I know, right?
See, you got some wingwall airback cat that'll run around and say some ridiculous stuff like that. Like I don't. But what about you, Punisher?
I,
Where you
I
think they're
think they
gonna go
should
with
stick
this
with the
name?
name they got. Like Live said, Series X. I think that's like the perfect name because if they're going the PC route, the PC cards they use the name, the series or whatever. Like right now, Nvidia has like the 50 series or whatever.
Hmm.
So it kind of falls in line with it. So if you have the Xbox Series and they're coming out with multiple units, like two consoles,
Hmm.
and then with
Hmm.
like one handheld, yeah, I think it's the perfect name. That way you can have multiple SKUs, and then people won't be too confused about what's going on.
Yeah, I mean they could call it either Xbox Series or Xbox Series X2.
Yeah, that's
And
what it's
go
called.
like that,
Yeah, it's called a
right?
Series X2. And you can have multiple SKUs like they have. You have the X, the S, and then whatever they're going to
Yeah.
call the handheld.
How about this?
Later down the line, and just
How
add
about
on to it. You don't have to keep changing the name of
how
each
about this?
one.
How about Xbox Series? That's it. That's it.
Well, they're
Well,
gonna have
no,
to.
that's the name now. That's what it is
Yeah,
now.
they're gonna have to number it.
Yeah, so yeah, you got the X and S. When they come on multiple SKUs, whatever the next SKU is, you just add another letter to it.
Oh,
Whatever they
oh,
want to name the handheld.
with the hand like the handheld should be called Xbox Series um A or something like that, or something like that,
Yeah,
or
something like
or
that.
or,
Yeah,
or the TV will be Xbox Series TV. Just have a TV. That's it. We already know it means television. Or the Fire Stick Xbox Series F for a Fire Stick or some shit. I don't know, but I can see why they probably would stick with it because they have series
yeah,
of
it's a
devices.
series. It's a
That's
series of devices. Exactly.
shit. They listen here. They can so call the Xbox Series P, and they like, "What's that?" Oh, the Xbox Series PlayStation.
They got a Series P6 that's coming out.
Yeah, Yo, that's why King David said hashtag no PlayStation 6 because it's gonna be called the Xbox Series or Series 6 P6. That's why you be saying that shit and stuff, man.
Because I remember a lot of people was running around talking about, what was it, Xbox Prime or something like that, which would probably be cool, but at the same time, I can still see a lot of people getting confused by that.
Yeah,
So
I
they just
mean,
leave it the same and just,
like
I
let
giving
really,
it
everybody know what
different
to stick
names.
with.
Yeah, like if I was gonna call something Prime, I would just call it like the handheld, something like that. If I'm gonna change the name, I would rather do it with the handheld than I mean, do it with the console.
mm, mm. Well, I tell you one thing. A lot of people are going wild and stuff, man. They don't. I've seen videos on TikTok. I done seen more videos from people who I've never seen on all social media platforms. Oh man, Microsoft just killed the gaming space. They done killed gaming. The console war, and I was like, Didn't they did that already when they came out with the Xbox One X? Didn't they did that?
Mm. But the console was really over when they started putting their games on PC.
Mm-hmm.
It was over then back in 2016.
Maybe they didn't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they didn't get the memo. Maybe they thought Microsoft was still fighting and stuff like that. And the
Um,
reason when people are saying it because they said the video that I see why people are saying Microsoft is in the console war is because it's supposed to have Steam on it. That's one of the big things that I say that people saying, well, if they're gonna have Steam on it, then the console war is over. They killed it.
mm-hmm.
And I've seen people who are like, well, I'm gonna just keep my Xbox. I ain't even going to no PlayStation. Why would I get an Xbox when
Yeah,
I
I
can
saw
play the
that too. Yeah,
PlayStation game through Steam? I'm like, what? Yo, and I
which
seen this
makes
on
sense.
TikTok. Yeah, I was like, you know what? What I always say, I always said this for years. There's gonna come a time when it will be like, with this one box, I will rule all. They Microsoft is doing Lord of the Rings on people. That's what they doing.
Because what's the point of buying multiple boxes? Like you said, you have one box to do everything. There's no
Huh?
point in buying the PS6 if you know the next series consoles got Steam on it. There's no point. You might as well save that $700-800, put that toward Game Pass or whatever games you're gonna buy on Steam and be good. And shit, that's what I would do.
What else you was saying in the back in the green room? You was something else. I think that's what
Um,
I was saying. You said something else. I like yo. We might have to leave that for the podcast. There was something else you were saying we could talk about.
VR. You talking about that?
Huh?
The VR headset that they
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
yeah, I was being tempted. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't do it. But I
yeah. I
was
thought
being
about getting that
tempted.
too.
I
So
was like,
I went to the
damn.
website and looked at it. That shit was sold out.
The only reason why I didn't pull the trigger on it is because I'm like, I'm gonna be playing this for a little bit, and then once a handheld comes out, I'm not gonna really play it like that no more. Because
Unless it,
I'm not really into like the VR. Like I'm gonna be honest, using the MetaQuest, I probably do like watch like videos more than actually gaming on it. Like when motherfuckers go to like you can see do look at different countries and shit like that. I probably do shit like that, or like you go scuba diving. Shit that you I would like to do but not do. You know what I mean? I like to go in the water, but not go in the water.
right.
It's like I want to do all that adventurous shit without the risk of dying.
Hey, listen. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just to see what it looked like underwater. I mean, personally,
Or
I don't
like,
like
or like pay for pay-per-view to go to a fight, get the crazy ass experience. But yeah, man, I mean
mm,
that'd be fire. Especially if I ain't going to like a fight party, that'd be cool. But
again, I always tell people I don't like wearing glasses, so I know for me it would never happen because I don't like wearing glasses, and I wear glasses, and I don't like wearing glasses. So for me, I try VR. It's okay for what it is, but I don't like it. I don't like stuff being over my face. I don't.
I mean that's the other thing too is like the being over your face, being hot. I mean it's probably the hottest summer it's been in a while. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, I'm just reading the chat. But yeah. I don't know. Punisher, you thought don't tell me you thought about getting a VR too.
Oh yeah, I thought about it. Went to the
Like
website and
what?
everything, looked at it.
I did. The only thing that prevented me from getting it is I can't get it on the Microsoft store, so I can't get no points for it. I don't
It ain't
have
in Microsoft. I would think that it would be in
Nah, it's sold
Microsoft.
out. It's sold out in the Microsoft store. They got a
Damn.
few on Best Buy,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
it's
the only
sold out
place
on
I've
Meta
seen it.
too. I went to the Meta website. Hey,
That's sold
it's
out.
sold out over there too.
Yeah, the only place I seen it was Best Buy. That was it. Everywhere else is sold out.
That's crazy.
On
Yeah,
you really
because
surprised
because
now?
because at
And
first I was like, yeah, like if you don't really know how much what you're getting, it seems like a lot of money. Be like $4.99. Shit, that's a lot. But if you realize like if you get all that shit separate, that shit about like $600-700. You buy it individually, all the shit that's in the package, like the controller, the adjustable headset. Because like you can buy the headset itself by itself. I think it's like $2.99 just for the headset. I don't even think you get the
Hmm.
little the little controllers. The two controllers that come with it are like $80 or something.
in the
Like
controller, in the
the
Xbox
the,
controller.
the yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you buy the headset by itself, it's like $2.99. If you buy the headset with the controllers, I think it's like $3.99. And if you buy the headset, the controller, and I think it goes up to like six something with the bigger hard drive. But like even with MetaQuest, the thing they figured out is they got their little Game Pass shit in there too. Like so you can pay a subscription of like $10 a month. I think it's 10 or 20, something like that. But it's like a subscription. You can just play whatever VR games that are in there and shit instead of having to buy all these individual VR experiences. Which to me that makes a lot of sense. That's what killed the fucking PlayStation VR. You had to buy everything. Like Sony, they fucked up, dog. They killed their own shit when being stubborn as hell. Like, why would you make all these motherfuckers like pay like 30, 40, $50 for these VR experiences with this headset that's niche as hell? Like, it'd make more sense, like, put at least a couple of those games in the. I think they did start putting some of that shit later on, but at that time it was already fucking dead. You already let your shit die to the point that nobody even fucking considered that shit, and it was hella expensive. That shit was more than the PS5 when it came out. Remember, the PS5 was like 500. That shit was like six. That shit was fucking
Hmm.
ridiculous, bro.
Well, that and also you couldn't really connect it to PC either. If you
No, yeah,
connected it to PC, it loses like half the features.
the only thing, the crazy part is the only reason why they allowed it to be compatible with PC now is because, um, bro, it's dying. Like,
Hmm. Yeah,
hey,
that's
Hold on.
something that
So
should
where else
happen
it
day
going?
one when it came out.
so
Yeah,
slow
and
slow
it,
down. Slow down. Bone little son, Bone clone. Even though he might have a good argument, you saying that he'll troll anyway. He'll PlayStation dude, but I, I was wondering that too, if it would sell well. I think that's why Microsoft is doing what they're doing, far as in with the handheld in the VR,
uh,
getting third party to make it.
look. The way Xbox's VR headset is selling, it's not gonna sell any more than what PlayStation's is gonna sell. It really ain't. The only thing
Right.
is like MetaQuest is number one, and then PlayStation VR is number two, and then everything else kind of falls behind it because one, MetaQuest is the most affordable. It also has the most software. Like PlayStation had two problems. It was very
Uh huh.
expensive, but it was high quality, but it wasn't the highest quality. So you can get far better VR headsets, but you're gonna have to pay for it. Like the Apple shit that was like 3 grand.
But you
Ain't
don't think,
nobody bought that shit.
but you don't think Microsoft is not? I mean, they're just putting their name on it and doing a deal with them for them to make this. to make that VR. So I don't think that they're going to lose big on it because
Oh no, they don't lose shit
right,
because worst
you
case
know, they
scenario
slap their name on it.
for those that it's a mechanism in order to promote Game Pass. Another way to do Game Pass. You know what I mean? Because you're basically what they basically set you up is with the Game Pass for the MetaQuest and their version of Game Pass and Game Pass itself. You know what I mean? So you and it's
Interweb,
all
I'm coming over here. This shit sound boring as fuck. Sound like a bunch of bigger nerds right now. What's going on,
nigga,
people?
nigga, you
Y'all
weren't
over here
even
sounding
listening.
like a bunch of nigga nerds.
Oh, what was you talking about?
Huh? I
Nigga,
wasn't talking about nothing.
Say, there we go.
Y'all was over here talking about that. I
He
wasn't
didn't know what
talking
he was
about
talking about,
shit.
man.
This
Y'all over here talking
nigga.
about this. You over here trying to explain to these dumbass masses. Man, the dumbass masses are about to fucking ain't
hold
nobody playing these fucking VR.
on. No,
I got the VR.
no ball. He shut you down. He cut you right off. That nigga like, nah, shut up, dude. That's what I thought. I knew you gonna come in and say some wild shit, man. I knew it. Next time he come in, I might have an Xbox bone muzzle to shut him up.
Yeah, everybody, I gotta turn down my motherfucking bike. Damn, that's fucked
Nah,
up
Dude,
too.
your mic is a little
yeah,
loud, man.
bro,
It
this shit is
is.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hang
They
on,
have
hang on,
multiple. They got
hang on,
low, medium,
hang on. I don't
and
know. Is it
bone shit,
loud
which is
now?
loud. Yeah, nigga, it sounds like you inhaled the
I'm in
mic and
my
it's stuck in your
earphones.
throat.
Nigga, I thought you was in the
Yeah,
bathroom taking a shit.
nah, I thought that
Hang
nigga,
on.
that nigga swallowed the mic. It's stuck in his, it's stuck in his throat.
Oh,
That's
he
how
just put
crazy
it
that
in his
shit.
mouth. He put it in his mouth.
That shit was swallowed.
Nigga coming in there all high, strong and shit. God, you couldn't even turn
He
down
said,
his
"Well,
mouth, nigga.
he said, we're 100 Mike in his stomach."
In his stomach. You gonna come to this podcast and act like a respectable gentleman. Oh, they're all loud and ratchet.
Oh shit, that shit
No, but
funny.
as you were saying, yeah, I mean, I don't
Now, do I sound like I'm in middle world peace?
look at her. You try to be
nope.
sweet.
No, nigga.
That sounds like it's a little deeper now.
Um,
Huh? You can get through.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, I don't
It
know why
is.
your shit just loud as fuck, dog.
You probably gotta go into settings and turn it down.
That nigga over there. That nigga been
that
having
was,
some
that was
sleepless
someone to
nights
talk to
last
me
2 weeks.
tonight. Y'all can have this fucking podcast.
Yeah, yo, that nigga put the podcast volume up so high, right? And then but he forgot to put his headphone volume on. He was like, "Yo, I can't hear myself." He kept on turning that shit up, but now you know, shit is just loud as fuck. Like,
Remember last week and the week before, like, yo, his mic was acting up. It was like, yo, people like, yo, Flip, it's not you, it's Bones. He's botting. I was like, what the fuck? I seen it all in the
You a
comments.
lying motherfucker.
No, I'm not. No, I wasn't. No, I'm not. Even the comment section said, no,
he,
that's
he
not you,
said,
that's
he
Bones.
But
He's
said
botting.
yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna let y'all have a
Mm-hmm.
podcast. I gotta deal with this
He
other
said,
tonight.
"No, what you do?"
You gotta cry. Don't cry on your pillow, my nigga.
That nigga got flare up. Go ahead and handle your shit. Go put your cream on.
You got a flare up.
Ah, yeah, you got flare up.
Oh man.
Yeah,
No,
nigga,
I said I got another criminal over here. I said nothing about that. I said I got a criminal over here.
uh-huh.
No, okay.
Got
No,
a
that's a
double
different type
criminal.
of that's
That's
a
what they
different
call
type of flare up.
it. That's
That's a
what they
different
call
type
it. That's what they call
of
what you got. Uh, that's what they call it now, huh? They don't say flare up. He say, yeah, I got a
Yeah,
cousin up.
all right, all right, Mr. Hemorrhoid. I don't know who the fuck you talking to me. Nigga, you talking to the wrong nigga. Nigga, you know what? I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
sit
to
the
the
fuck up. Y'all got this shit, G. On Power Rule, y'all got this shit.
nigga, bro. That nigga,
Man,
whoa,
that shit
boy, I
was
tell you,
funny,
you
yo.
never fell. You never fell. Nigga, you know what they gave this. Nigga said, he gonna leave. Yo.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
swear,
change that name. Yo, Yeah, we going to change 100 and name it Just Blaze because of all
For real.
his flare ups.
For real.
Just
Oh,
Blaze.
shit. Oh, shit. Yo, you know what's funny? I guarantee you, after the podcast, you're gonna have a lot of people gonna come to listen to the Joe, so they can hear him leave and shit. We're calling him he leave. I guarantee
Right.
you, you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers watch this video after what he just did. I'm like, why they fucking with that? Nah, but as you were saying though, yeah, my man, yeah, I'm glad Microsoft didn't throw all their money into that VR. I'm glad. When you look back at it now, it makes you wonder, well, why Sony didn't do that.
Because but see, this is more Microsoft. They basically came out and they were like, all right, who's the winner of this VR shit? Oh, okay. And then they were like, well, we'll just put our shit on the winner's shit. Because I mean, who's to say that they can't do that shit, same shit for PlayStation, other than PlayStation saying they can't do it? You know what I mean?
I think,
PlayStation is the one that they make they're hard headed about it.
yeah, I don't think that was a good idea for anything that Sony did. For the handheld, I don't think Sony should have did that. It's funny now that we see how Microsoft do it and say this is how you do it. Na 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 na. Na. This how and now again, Microsoft is just winning the fucking generation. Or I mean, this shit is crazy. Like
Yeah.
it just goes to show you, without Microsoft, gaming wouldn't be nowhere. Just think about it, Microsoft when they never came into the ring or whatever. Sony still would have lost money because we still had these little new we still had these new Thunder niggas that would have only lead toward a certain type of game. Sony was still losing money regardless. So Microsoft came in and let me show you how you do this, little fella.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like,
He talking about
the whole thing with PlayStation is they because they were winning, they just they were lied to basically. They were really lied to the last generation, and it hurt them this generation. Because all them people said, "Oh, you don't got to do that." Like they only did gas games because they knew how much money it was making, and they knew how expensive the single player games were. You know what I mean? Which is the reason why a lot of this shit is going the way it is. Like, because let's be honest, like even with people complaining about you know the layoffs and all that shit, that's just happening everywhere, bro. Like they laid off a bunch of people in music, they laid off a bunch of people in cinema, and they laid off a bunch of people in gaming because people aren't buying shit the same at the same rate that they were. Shit is way more expensive than it was. People aren't making the same amount of money that they should be making because the pay rate hasn't really gone up. You know what I mean? Like we're making money, but not in the same amount.
because
Like
of
think about it.
inflation.
Inflation is so crazy. It's like yo, you like say you're supposed to be like I don't know, like coming away each year with plus 10 grand or more, right? But instead you're only coming up plus five or maybe less than that for some people. Or some people ain't coming up plus nothing. They in the red than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So it's like because like shit just expensive, bro. And God forbid something happen. Like if you got money, like if you have money, that's great and well and good. Like our president, he's rich, man. He don't know. He couldn't tell you how much his McDonald's meals cost. He just go there and someone
shit.
buys it. You know what I mean? But that shit he don't but he don't know how much that shit costs.
I don't know how he can eat that shit like that, but okay.
I'm surprised. Yeah, that motherfucker's gut is fucking iron, whatever, man. It's like most people that are in their 80s ain't eating McDonald's every fucking day, but this motherfucker somehow is able to survive on that shit. That's like his cigarettes and shit.
I don't know what the fuck out of it.
But the people that making decisions don't worry about money. You know, and granted, like the people always like, all right, the company should just take a cut, bro. They're not gonna do it. They never did. Like all these companies, none of them got rich taking cuts, and like smaller companies do that, but large companies, bro, they never do that. And also, you also gotta remember, a lot of these people overhire for big projects and then lay people off and then rehire. And that's not just fucking the gaming industry, bro. I remember years ago before my boy became a tenured teacher. Well, he's a principal now, but before he became, like, when he was still teaching and he wasn't tenured, bro, they would lay him off every summer just to hire him back. And what they do is it restarts, because you have to do like five years. I think it's 5 or 7 years straight, and then you come up for tenure. So they would just hire him, not fire him. They would just say it's a layoff, and then call him in it's like August something. Oh, come back. I remember one year he was like, man, fuck that, and just started not. He just collected unemployment for like a year. Went back to school, got his master's, and that's how he became a fucking principal. But like they do this shit everywhere. It ain't just fucking video games. You know what I mean? But people
But
act
see,
like, yeah, go ahead.
the thing that I see when it comes down to the people being laid off is that I said it before. I think Bone probably touched on it on Thursday that I always been saying like we all Xbox is still cutting the fat off of the company that they purchased. It is what it is.
Um, and it might be a little bit of that too, but you got to remember they released a lot of games this year. So a lot of people that they needed to get these games out, they don't need anymore. Remember,
Right.
that's what they do every year. They overhire to get the product out. Now that the product
There
out,
you
like, all
go.
right,
Tip. There you
so
go. They hire temps, and when their job is done, they get rid of them.
yeah,
And I
like
think people add that in as in they the long term temps, and they're not. I mean, sure, at a temp agency, you can work your way on to being long term and whatever like that. But
yeah,
no, you I mean, hey, it's up to at the end of the day, it's up to that company or how well it is of a temp of a job that you doing for them to say, well, let's hire them. Often when you get hired from tips and stuff, they let you know exactly, when they're going to hire and stuff like that. They start hiring, so you know that's what I see. I see them all as temps. That's it. I think people look at that and they run with that. Oh, Microsoft fired. Oh, you don't even know who the fuck them people was. God damn it, they could have fired some goddamn janitor. They could have fired the motherfucker that came in and put fucking soda in the goddamn vending machine. They could have got rid of the vending machine company that they used to have, and they ain't want them motherfuckers. And people would sit up there and blow it up. Oh, they fired. Listen. It's nothing personal, especially if you was a temp. I really believe, like you just said, probably every year they hire somebody and they get rid of them. They hire them to do a certain project of games and they get rid of them. I think some people take that and they run in and say, look, Microsoft is firing people again. And it's not what we think it is. I don't know. Niggas, I blame
yeah,
Punisher.
You can't blame me for that.
Yeah, it's just crazy how people assume or just go crazy over. It's the problem with it is that I say that people to this day want Microsoft to fail so badly because their console of choice is not doing as well. Even when the PlayStation was doing well, they still wanted Microsoft to fail. And I never understand why would you want gaming to only be at a standstill like with Sony. To me, that doesn't make sense. Like we say it all the time, Sony didn't make a lot of games. Sony made a lot
Yeah.
of fucking third party games. Or from the birth of PlayStation, it had a lot of third party games that they thought was Sony on. And I don't. I think you said it earlier. Sony got what last generation? It got caught with lying and shit. People start to realize that Sony flim flam the fuck out of them. No man.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like not from a gamer's perspective, but from a super fanatic's perspective, I can see how it kind of makes sense. How you would want Sony to be the only place that has the console world because I guess they're looking at it as like they want to make sure that Sony comes out on top regardless of what happens so that they don't have to worry about Sony, ever be in a position where they folded. They no longer the champs and let's be honest, that 360 has scared the dog shit out of them. You know what I mean? They were horrified when the PS3 was getting its ass kicked like that.
Left and right, baby. Left and right.
Yeah,
Left
so
and right, man. I think Microsoft is doing an excellent job. They pushing out games and stuff. People thought Game Pass wasn't going to work, but it did. I mean, it just goes to show that that toxic, that toxic fanboy energy that the PlayStation fans have let them. It just, I mean, you guys out there listen to IGN and all these other companies, and I would say this again. If I ain't said before, I would say this: IGN and all of them buying up all these other video game media outlets so they can control the narrative. Because that's just keep it real. That's what they're doing. They're buying all these other companies to control the narrative to try to make Sony in a better light, and it's not working. It's just not working. Like, yo, Microsoft got more money. Well, who fault is that? That's the thing I never understand. You can't blame Microsoft for having money to buy these billion-dollar companies. I'm sorry to spend money like that on these companies to make profit. Well, they just want to make money and stuff. What company don't want to make money? What company don't want to make money? I think a lot of these dudes, like you like to say, are really delusional with stuff. I mean, y'all talking about what's the title? The Xbox in trouble futures and all that other shit. Like, I personally like to know where they trouble future is at. Like, someone had to show me an example of where they trouble future is at. That's what I like to know. Where's your trouble future? I mean, they trouble future that. Show me again for the 485,000 times from every article that hate every article for every media gaming outlet that hate Microsoft. Show me where is the trouble in future because they had one on the OG Xbox. They had one in the 360. I don't know how, but they did. That's what they said. They had one on the Xbox One, and they got one on the Series. So show me where is the trouble that Microsoft is having. That's what I like to know. If it wasn't well, look at the mismessaging. They falling. They don't know how to message on message thing to their gamers. Well, whatever messaging that they're doing, it made an Xbox what 600 billion, a 600 billion company.
Yep.
Show me where all the trouble is at. That's what I like to see. Show me where Microsoft trouble in the future is coming from. Show me. You have to give me an example in the chat. Xbox have no game, and the rest of his band of googlers and shit
All of
with the
his
numbers and
alternate
shit.
accounts that he using.
Yeah, like show me, cause you telling me they only showed 19 million and this showed this and that million and Sony did better than that. Again, we understand the software thing, and if Microsoft is so much in trouble, why Microsoft is the only one that making games? If Microsoft is so much trouble and have a troubled future, why they putting games on PlayStation and still making money? Why Sony is not? What makes Sony not have a troubled future? That's what I should say. What is it that Sony is doing good for you? How is it that Sony is progressing in gaming? What makes Sony dominant in gaming? That will be the question. Explain to me how Sony is not in trouble, how Sony is still better than Microsoft when they're not making money. Explain that. That's what I like to know. That will be my question now and stuff. My question will be, how is Sony progressing in the future in the gaming when Microsoft is doing so well? When Microsoft is giving you this and Microsoft is helping you. Microsoft is giving us game on a daily day basis. Show me where Sony is strong with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Show me where Sony is doing way better than Microsoft, even though they took out their kisser. Show me all the things that Sony doing that's right. Show me how Sony is able buying WB when they didn't finish paying off on Bundy. Show me that Sony can buy all this stuff without showing the fact that Sony is not making y'all not one fucking exclusive. That's all. That's what I like to know. Show me. Show me how Sony is better. Show me where their money is going, what's going to boost them up for them to be set up long term in the future. Show me why they didn't make no game. Show me how not making having games for their fanboy is a success for them. That's what my question is. Show me proof. Oh shit! Here go bad news in the comments section. He talk, Mr. Keeman. God damn.
I said, Sony about to lose their investors.
Yeah, like show me. I didn't even know that.
They losing investors for
Okay,
what?
I don't.
People, who said that though? Who says that Sony's losing their investors?
That's what I want to know. Oh, he talking about it's operating as
Yeah, it
a
said
negative
negative 4%.
4%.
Yeah,
So
which is possible because they did cancel a lot of games, so maybe that's what they're talking about.
okay, well let me ask you this then, Punisher. Show me how that is a positive for. Show me how that's a good thing for their community for them to lose all these games or for Sony to cancel the game which they have. Please show me.
Well, any
Please.
logical person can't show you that, but fanboys gonna say it's a positive because it's PlayStation. PlayStation and Sony, they can't do no wrong in their eyes. It's a good thing that the only thing they have to play are third party games. That's about it. It's okay that Sony's only releasing
Hmm.
one decent game a year. They're the only ones who can actually get away with it. If this was Microsoft or Nintendo or anybody, man, they'd be getting destroyed in the media right now.
Y'all two keep on talking like the little bad girl's doing something. Hold on.
Yeah, true, true. No, unfortunately, people don't necessarily pay attention to that. Outside of the hardcore fans that have been here for a while, you know. But slowly but surely, that facade is coming down. They can't really rock with that. And, it's hard to spew all that bullshit for as
Yeah, it's
long as a
hard to
lot of
say how
these.
great PlayStation is when they're not producing any games.
Yeah, they try to keep
Like,
up that dog shit ass narrative that they trying to portray,
yeah, because
it ain't.
you can only brag about sales for so long. Console
Yeah,
sales.
yeah, the problem is it's just not working anymore like it used to, and they know it. Because at first they ain't really pay. They ain't really think about it. But now they can actually taste the bullshit that be coming out their mouth, and it's starting to bother them. Because it's one thing to say what you say and kind of believe it. It's another thing to say it just to hold up a front, and there's no truth or real value to what you're saying. You're just saying it to still reap money from your community, but they know they don't believe none of that shit.
Yeah, I know I don't believe
Oh,
any of it.
well, your Punisher.
Yeah.
I want to sell you. I want to sell you an Xbox. I'm gonna sell you an Xbox for $1,000. You
You said
know,
for $1,000.
yeah, $1,000 because you a hardcore. You a real gamer. Only real gamers want to spend that type of money. You know what I mean? $1,000.
And not for no $1,000. Shit.
But for me, I want to buy. I'm gonna buy the same Xbox. You know what I mean? But I'm only spend like four. You know what I mean? But you should be good with that because you're a real gamer. And man, it makes sense, don't it? Like, why not spend $1,000? We get the same performance, same everything. But I mean, I'm gonna get mine for three. I got this deal that allow me to get it for 300. You know what I mean? But you can spend your $1,000, and guess what? You get to keep your Xbox into for eternity. But me, I gotta spend my 300. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'd rather get the
Like,
same deal you getting. Shit.
no, no, but you want to be a real gamer though. So to be a real gamer, you gotta spend more.
Nah, fuck all that.
You said that's how Sony got them?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
how
real
somebody get on with
gamer.
that PS5 Pro.
Oh no,
You want to
them
be that
niggas.
real gamer, you're going to have to come out the pocket for it.
I ain't
Pretty
gonna lie,
much.
that PS5 Pro, that shit hurt, bro. Like
Come
they're
with the
like the
what?
excuse, bro. The excuses they tried to make up for the PS5 Pro don't even make any sense. Yo, they didn't even do that for the PS4 Pro. When the PS4 Pro came out, they wasn't talking about, oh, well, you got to understand the reason why this game sucks is because the devs didn't have enough time to work on the game to understand, like to make it better. But you act like that's different. That's just normal. I'm like, what? No, the hell it ain't. What are you talking about? That's not, especially if you the market leader. You ain't got no excuses.
No, that's
Like
true.
that's Like think about like Black Myth Wukong and shit. When that came out, then they came out. When did the PS4 the Pro came in? It came out last
The
year.
PS5 Pro came out, yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Last year. Was that last November? What's it?
No, August.
October, November.
August.
It came out August. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's about to be a whole year since that game came out. Now it's about to get Microsoft
No,
about to
no,
get
no, no, not Black Myth. I meant the Pro.
oh,
I think it came out in November, right?
I don't know.
Or was it before that? No, no, no. I think it was before. You know, I can't fucking remember. Yeah.
I really don't
No,
know.
I think it was 24. I think it was 24. I mean, because it was an irrelevant console. Like they couldn't even justify it. Like you getting really no benefits from it. Like you play 2K, guess what? No benefit. Like that was not the case when you played the Pro, the PS4 Pro, and the Xbox One X. Like we saw a substantial difference. At bare minimum, you would hope that all your games will be locked 60 if you're spending this $800. You know what I mean? And you can't, they can't even guarantee you that. And it's just like, I don't,
What they
that's
tried to
crazy,
do,
bro.
but that PSSR didn't live up to what it was supposed to do. And the
No, why release
PSSR
it?
was a complete flop.
What exactly was it supposed to do? Please, somebody tell me. What was it
Well,
exactly?
it was an AI upskiller,
Yeah,
kind of like
DLSS.
AMD with FSR and Nvidia with their DLSS.
So what was that?
Hmm.
Who made that for them? Who made that add-on? Because it sounded like it was an add-on to the console.
No, PlayStation made that themselves.
No,
Hmm.
I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry,
Because,
ladies and
like I
gentlemen.
said, AMD already had one, which is FSR. But they could have
Yeah.
just used that. But Sony wanted to use that, make their own. So it didn't quite work out for them.
They try to cut corners, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say they
No,
tried to cut corners, but
it looked like
I
But
it.
think it was something they were trying to do for the PS6.
I think it's something that they only factored in for their own studios. You know what I mean? Their games work fine. Problem is other studios having to use this, and you also got to factor in whether or not they're familiar, and you also have to factor in the fact that they're only using this for PlayStation. They're not using it for anything else. You know what I mean?
Well, they have
So
to
the
use it for
benefit,
PlayStation because, sure, what could they use it? They can't use it on PC.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they can't
Nobody's
use
going to
it. They
use it.
can't, but it only is like at least for the AMD FS. Was it not
Yeah, FSR.
FSR? Yeah, FS. Was it 2 that they're on? Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
they're on like
that's
3 right
on.
now. FSR
Well,
3.
3. Well, yeah, but I don't know. It's 3.
I don't
Yeah, I
think it's
guess
on
you're
console yet,
right.
but I think PC has FSR 3, I believe.
No, for sure it does. No, for sure it does. Um, But yeah, I think that these companies, it doesn't really benefit them that much to just have it on PlayStation unless they're doing like an exclusive or something. It doesn't really make sense.
Do you think Sony will ever have a turnaround with the next console? Maybe not. I can't see with the next console.
Oh,
With the
with the
next
next
I don't know.
console,
console,
With the next console, I don't know. It depends
I don't
on.
know. I don't know what they're doing. That's the thing. I think having exclusives is great, but I don't know how, is it gonna matter? It may not. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes it matters, sometimes it don't. Because remember, so Nintendo had exclusives for the freaking not GameCube. What was that? The
The
Wii
Wii
U
U. Yep.
and
The Wii U is doing phenomenal right about now.
the what was the one before that?
It was the Wii. It was the Wii
GameCube.
and the Wii U.
Not the Wii U, the Switch. I'm gonna say the Switch is doing phenomenal. I'll say the Wii U kind of.
Yeah, GameCube. They both had exclusives, and not too many people care because GameCube didn't really sell that well, and neither did the Wii U.
No, I didn't.
I think the GameCube sold a little bit better than
That was Nintendo last powerful on graphically powerful system.
Well, I would say the Wii U was the last one.
Mm-mm.
Where Nintendo actually tried to, compete with the
yeah,
consoles that were out. And then after
yeah,
that,
because
they
it
just
had
went
power.
for handheld after that.
Did it have power?
Yeah, the Wii U was pretty close to the
What was
Xbox
it?
One and the PS4. And it's pretty close. They could run out most of the same games. They even had Call of Duty and everything else. It's just people just wasn't feeling it.
Microsoft is dominating right now. Microsoft just killed the game. They killed the way how console will be perceived in the future. They killed it.
Mm-hmm. Now but this next Xbox going it depends on how Microsoft execute. Like if Microsoft can actually pull off, combining the PC with a home console, and it works flawlessly from day one,
Mhm.
then I would say it's pretty much a wrap. But we just gotta wait and
I
see what happens.
fuck that. I'm jumping into the future. It's gonna be flawless. I'm telling you.
Now I hope Microsoft can pull it off. Like it'll probably jumpstart the growth of the home console. Because Phil Spencer himself did say, the console business is kind of stagnant right now as far as the growth. So maybe that next Xbox can change that if they do it correctly. So
Yeah,
we'll see about that. Because a lot of people are already anticipating that the next PS6 is pretty much going to be the same as the PS5. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This next Xbox can actually, shake things up and hopefully push the console market forward. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think Microsoft is paving the way to the future with their hand up into the sky and reaching to the stars. While Sony's still on the ground trying to figure out how to get up.
yeah,
I think Sony. I think the only problem with Sony right now is that they just ain't got the money.
Mm-mm. It's
I
more
think
than that.
it's just that their budget is just
Mm-mm.
when all those games are canceled. They lost a lot of money on that.
It's more than just
yeah,
that. It's more than just a money thing. Sony whole practice and idea or identity is being stripped away from them. People are seeing the lies that Sony are making. That's what I say. It's beyond them having the money
well, you
because
also
go
gotta
ahead.
look at the fact that they funnel a lot of that money that they make off of PlayStation into other shit.
Yup. Kringle always had problems. As the whole company. They was just doing dumb stuff with their money.
Like Xbox money is Xbox money.
Hmm.
So what they make goes back into Xbox, and what Xbox is budgeted for them goes back in Xbox. So
That's true. Yeah, but right now, Microsoft got to pay that bill off, though.
Yeah, because they ain't
All
finished
that
paying
money
off.
Microsoft paid, yeah, they got to.
Yeah, yeah, they ain't
Yeah,
finished
oh,
paying for
yeah,
that.
the bills
Yeah,
due right now.
I mean they finished paying for, it, but they ain't get no written on return back off them company that they bought. You know what I'm saying?
What you talking about? PlayStation?
You know, Microsoft.
you
They
know,
make their money back off them damn companies. Microsoft's been down there $100 billion for these companies that they've
Mhm.
been buying over the past few years. They ain't get that money
Yeah, they
back.
ain't get their money back yet.
you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got shit. Them bills due. They got to pay them bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, tax write off too on a lot of that stuff. But yeah, still, like they want to make their money back. You know, like you always want to see growth, and that's the main thing. You want to see growth. So I mean, that's what they're really looking for.
And you can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's the thing is like they knew Microsoft probably knew that their play was always going to be trying to push forth and be everywhere type shit because it's not enough consoles to go around. But I mean, the economy got kind of well, it did kind of get fucked up. It got fucked up because even if everything stayed the same as it was, none of these companies would really be pressing that hard to increase the price of gaming. But because people don't have the funds to just go and just you can't turn around and just buy games at the same clip that they used to. It affects everybody. People will take more chances on a game that's $30 that's okay versus a game that's $70 that's pretty good. But you know what I mean? Like shit ain't no different than when we were kids. We used to buy them little $30 games that were like half price off versus buying the brand new game, unless it's something that we really, really, really wanted to play. If it ain't Halo Gears and Grand Theft Auto, a lot of them games ain't really getting purchased day one.
That's what Microsoft next purchase should be. Take Two don't need it. They don't need GTA. They don't need
They
the
ain't
shit.
not,
Let Microsoft do it.
they not gonna buy it because it's hella expensive to upkeep that shit. You know what I mean?
Shit, not
They
for
could do it.
Microsoft.
They could do it, but I don't know if it's an expense that they would necessarily care to upkeep. And you also got to factor in like they don't, they're looking at it as like, yeah, Grand Theft Auto is hot, but will it still be hot a couple of years from now? And you're buying high. You're not buying low like Minecraft, where they bought it for like $4 billion. You ain't spending nowhere near $4 billion for just Grand Theft Auto alone. You spending way more than that. So probably damn near $100 billion for that shit. So that shit is oof. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I don't, God forbid they buy it and then it goes down and down each year. Not that I would believe
Mm-hmm.
that'd be the case, but you know what I mean, like because you can't make an annual version. You're just basically updating what's there. You know.
Right. It'd be nice to have them. You know, if they would have
Hmm.
got it the first fucking time. Eventually, they would have made it third party.
Yeah, true. But
There you go.
hindsight's 2020. They ain't know what they ain't know. You know.
So what else you got in your pocket?
Um, it was the other thing I seen. Now we talked about the Rock. We talked about the PC initiative. I think we talked about that where they changing the UI and shit.
No, we ain't talking about that.
Where they're like putting the game filters on there.
Hell no.
So you
That's
could
adults.
so you could all get all your games popping up in the
Hell
Windows.
no.
I mean the Windows Store.
No, we ain't talking about that.
What are you watching?
Some bodybuilder lady football trying to texting her,
Oh,
telling my man Bone he likes strong women.
oh shit! They fold that nigga in half.
Oh, I think I'm joking.
And the bone said
Then
he like Big
that
Shirley.
then that nigga fold himself in half and up and put himself in a suitcase.
Look, I think I'm joking. See that?
That ain't wrestling. I don't know what the hell you watching.
No, I said bodybuilder. I said wrestling.
Oh.
No, I think I'm joking. But carry on.
Is that a loop?
Yeah, it's Luke and I'm texting in there.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to see where the hell is this? What are you on your computer?
On my phone.
Oh, are you trying to show this to us? Yeah, 'cause that's all I
I was like,
hear.
he on
Look,
TikTok? What is it?
no, it's
Uh,
on Facebook. Look, see what I'm typing? Typing. I have a friend named Bone that want to talk to you.
Oh
oh,
shit.
Lord Jesus.
And I show love to my nigga Bone. Anyway, as
Yeah.
we was going, my bad, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. My bad. I'm looking out for my man. You know what I'm saying? He's single and ready to mingle. I also told her I hope she like playing video games. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Listen, I don't know
Wait,
about
have y'all?
everybody else, but that's how I treat my homies. I like to look out for them. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, I might as well ask you. Have y'all played any of the new games that came in a Game Pass recently?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I have not.
No. I played Altars. I
Oh
didn't
no,
get far.
Yeah, I
yeah. I
did play
did play that.
altars.
I play Alter, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I'm not reading this shit right or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
what am
dyslexia
I
is kicking the
at?
fuck
I
in because
just
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is I doing?
I played a little bit of FBC, but I was trying to get y'all to play that with me. The
What's
Firebreaker
that?
shit by Remedy. The Remedy
Yeah, yeah.
P,
I know what you're talking about. Yo, man, well, then you need
P,
to come to the party because Spidey was willing to play. I downloaded it.
yeah.
Well, how is the
Probably.
game though? Is it a good game? Or?
It's just the
Yeah,
same shit
How
with
is
it's
it?
pretty solid. It's pretty decent. From what I played, like you have a group of friends, you'll have a decent time.
Because what is it? Is it like
Um,
a PVE or what is it?
yeah, it's PvE.
Oh,
So
okay.
you think left was it? Is it Left for Dead? Yeah, Left for Dead, basically.
it's,
It kind of plays like that, except for you have like Left for Dead is just like kill zombies, but you don't really. They didn't really have upgrades. This one does. You get to upgrade your arsenal and your weapons and shit like that. I played a half a second of Eternal Die, the Lost in Random shit. Seems okay, but I don't know. I wasn't really interested that much because I remember playing the original, the first
Mhm.
Lost. This is like a standalone. And I was just like, I don't know if how much I want to dedicate to this. So I ain't really
I
been
think the
paying
first one was
paying
more
them.
like a card game or something, right?
Yeah. No. It's not. It's similar. It's similar, but it's more. This one is more like a indie version of that. Like the regular Lost in Dead Random is basically like a regular, I wouldn't say open world, but like open hub type game. And I played Crash Bandicoot. I already owned that part 4. That's actually pretty
Mm-hmm.
good if you haven't played it. Crash Bandicoot 4 Rematch was solid from what I played, but I didn't play much. That soccer game. It looks good though. It plays well. It plays well. I just didn't really play
I
that
saw some
much.
clips of that soccer game. It look like people cheating on that already.
I don't know if they were. They might have been, but the game was enjoyable from what I played. Like the controls were really solid, so I can see people getting into it. And that's pretty much it for what I played that was in, because I didn't play Volcano Princess. I don't even know what Volcano Princess is, to be honest. I'm assuming it's some indie looking. It's like $3, so I'm assuming it's like one of those JRPG looking big head, little body ass games.
there's always something like that, ain't
Typically, oh shit, it's looking like it. I just turned turned it on to XCloud. That was loud as hell.
I like the universe. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this thing is gonna play out in the end. Can't wait. Can't wait to see how all this shit is playing out. Apparently, what other game that we had that's supposed to be coming out this month or next month, as far as in so-called big title?
But they got Call of Duty, what is it, World War II coming out? It's an old Call of Duty, but it's supposed to coming out next month.
It's an old Call of Duty.
Yeah, World War
Yeah,
Two.
World War II.
That's the 360.
I think it came out like 2017, something like that.
So would they update?
Um,
Did they update it or something? Or
that was the one they
I don't know if
complained
they
about,
updated
right?
it, but all I know is it's coming to Game Pass
Was that no, no,
on
that's
the
not.
30th.
What's the one that they complained about? It's not. I don't think it's that one.
So what was it? I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the
Oh,
name though.
Vanguard.
Vanguard, yeah. It's funny how they complain about that, but they still bought it.
Yeah, true.
Was it successful or?
I think
Vanguard.
it's pretty successful. Yeah.
Yeah, it did well. It's one of the faster. What the fuck is this? Wake her up gently. What does this mean? I don't know what I'm doing here. Am I supposed to nudge her or something? What is this stuff? I don't know how to play this game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, that's what this is.
I'm trying to figure out how. Oh my god, man! I don't know how we're gonna do this with all these games that's coming out, man. This doesn't make no sense, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All these games we got.
I don't know why all these Japanese girls be sighing all the damn time. It sounds like they always about to. They be, like, what are you doing? Like, you got some shit in your pants?
Shit, I'm waiting for what you calling to hit that shit too. That's gonna be on on Xbox too. Um, when they release, you know, that
What?
Xbox PC console. Fuck you, Bone. Okay, I know you don't want to hear it. It's a fucking PC. That's what the fuck we getting. We're getting a mini PC. You see,
Yeah, technically, we already have a mini PC.
nah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about when I say mini fucking PC. You know,
Now the next one will be more full PC like, yeah.
I mean,
Like on
like
your
you,
Windows and everything.
cause Star, fuck you, Star Citizen is coming to the Xbox. Or he said, what you say? What's that? Wu Chain? I forgot about that game.
I want to play that game Mecha Break
What's that?
with
Don't
the
man,
robots.
yeah, but whatever happened to that? That's when, yeah, they supposed to be fighting and stuff like that. Whatever happened to that game?
It says it's
Oh,
coming
Mega
out.
Bay. Yeah. It's on Game
It's coming out
Pass. It's like a mech
in
game.
July 1st.
Yeah.
The one that they showed us last generation.
Oh, this is a point
Wasn't
and
that game?
click game.
Wasn't that game supposed to came out last generation
No. Mecha thing? No.
with the robots and shit?
I think that's a
Yeah.
They
different
saw
game. I don't
robots.
think that's the same game.
Not the silver one. You're thinking
You
Exo
talking about?
Mecha.
Yeah, you think about the ones that look like
Like
those
they
like
look like.
Transformer bots fighting.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, that's a different game. Yeah.
Well, that shit ain't come out either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know when that game coming out. They
And when
showed
they
it like
feel
one
like it.
time. They never talked about it again. So I
I
don't know
think
when
that
that's coming out.
I think that game secretly.
Yeah,
I think
that shit might be shelved.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
they
think that
probably
game. I
yeah they
think
probably
they know.
canceled it. So yeah, it was probably just a concept that they was working on,
It seems
and they
like
probably
it.
announced it too early. And I don't know
Okay.
because when they showed it,
Yeah.
it did look like it was kind of incomplete anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably was just a concept, some kind of idea that they was working on, and yeah, they just stopped talking about it. Because it looked kind of like remember how Bleeding Edge looked when they first announced it?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it came out, it was like something totally different. as far as the way it looked. That's kind of like what that game looked like.
Also, people in the comment section, hey man, feel free to drop in anything in the comment section that you want us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, you know. Anything that you find interesting that you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah, I'm still making my ways through Mind's Eye.
So
Goddamn, my
how
man.
is that game? Is it as bad as they say it is?
It's not a 50, whatever. It's probably a 65 with the bugs.
That's a lot of bugs in that game, bro.
Because I thought about
Yeah,
picking it up until I saw the reviews. I'm like, I just wait till like on discount or something.
I wait for
yeah.
it to hit
Wait,
Game
And
Pass.
it's gonna be on discount pretty soon, I'm sure.
No, it ain't even gonna be on discount. That shit going straight to Game Pass.
yeah, you
I
can
don't
wait
know if that's
for it.
gonna be in Game Pass. I don't know.
It is. Don't got no choice. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit on no discount.
Yeah, I'm
They
pretty sure
need.
Microsoft ain't gonna want to pay for that.
Damn, you know what? You might got a point. But if you say it that way, you might got a point right there.
That game, when you say you got all them damn bugs in it, I don't think Microsoft gonna want to pay for that one. So people are already talking shit about Game Pass. And then you gonna put Mind's Eye in it? Nah. But like I said, I'll probably wait until it's like at least 50% off, or
Punisher, you want to
then I
talk to
might pick
her?
it up.
You want to talk to her?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Talk to damn.
You want to talk to her?
I don't know. She got too much titties for me. I think. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Punisher out of pocket. Yeah, you don't want to talk to her.
I'll
Oh
talk to
yeah.
her though. But
Everybody in the comment section, yes, I do. I do hookup and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll hook y'all up.
Oh shit.
Man, I'll hook y'all up.
Yeah, my tires is fucked in this game, though.
See, this what she look like. Still too much?
fuck, I don't know. I might be able to work with that. I guess it was just how close she was in the.
Yeah, Flip Money
Yeah,
also
that
do
picture of that
hookups.
close up was like, yeah, she got some big ass titties.
Oh no, they still big. Make no mistake, they still up there. They say they had bugs, but not on the level of Mafia 3. I still haven't played Mafia. The Mafia. So you know what?
Hmm.
Let me ask y'all this: At what point in time is it should they release a game in Game Pass? Like, or should I say, what game do y'all see that they should release in Game Pass if it had problems? Example: all the bugs that Mafia 3 had. Do you not think that they should have just put that in Game Pass, or even after they fix it? Do y'all think there should be a time limit of when they should put a game in Game Pass if the game is not working properly, and just try to cut a deal with Microsoft so they can try to get some money or something? What do y'all think? What game should go in Game Pass and at what time?
Well, like you said, after they fix it, like Mind's Eye, if they can somehow fix it up, get rid of most of the bugs, and I think they can put it in after that.
Yeah,
But it all depends on what Microsoft feels, and if Microsoft feels it's worth it.
yeah, that's true.
Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that's paying for it. So I think Mind's Eye would benefit, but I don't know.
It would for definitely benefit, but the problem is like, how much are they charging Microsoft for this game? And and the other thing would be, do they think they can like what's the splits on it? You know, like
Rain stupid. Rain, Rain say hook me up with it. I take it down. But go ahead, yeah. I mean, even if it
Oh, you show
goes
a
in,
small girl with the titties.
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yo,
I think that's
I'm
right up
just saying.
Rain's alley right there. That's
I'm
about Rain's speed right there.
even when they okay, let's say that even when they do put the game in Game Pass, the game still should have to get fixed, right? You know what I'm
Yeah, I would
saying?
say they would have to fix it first. It depends on how long it takes them to do that.
No, I would say even if it's in Game Pass, they still gotta fix it. They still gotta
oh
fix it.
yeah,
You
no
still
no no
gotta
no
fix the
no
game.
they gotta fix it like because it's not like all the bugs that it has. They gotta clean it up. They gotta make sure that the 60 FPS mode or give it a 60 FPS mode because it doesn't really have one. It runs at like trying to run 45 or
Right.
40 something. It's not really doing 60 at all.
Because I'm like, okay. Because I look at it like, okay, Microsoft. I can see Microsoft giving them a break and bringing the game, putting the game in Game Pass, and they want to charge Microsoft. But at that point, it's only but so much they can charge Microsoft because the game is bugging. By putting it in
Hmm.
Game Pass and people playing it, and they still working on the game to fix the bugs. In the long run, it may be a chance they taking a chance, but in the long run, that game will get fixed over time, and as that game get fixed or whatever, then if people are picking up and playing the game more and more after that, going back to the game and they fix it, then they can renegotiate some type of deal of saying, can we get a little more, a little more change and stuff.
Yeah, where they made the issue, their mistake was they tried to force ray tracing into the entire game, and it just slows everything down to a considerable amount. They should have at least gave you an option to toggle back and forth. Like give me a 60 FPS mode without ray tracing and a 30 with it. But unfortunately, they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think like you're talking about with Microsoft probably don't want to deal with associate with putting both games in Game Pass and stuff like that. I was saying putting it in there because it's broke. I was saying because it broke. I'm saying okay, okay. Let's say this: the game came out, it's broken, right, and they fixing it. After they fix the game, as I believe Punisher was saying, after they fix the game or whatever, okay, okay, you ain't making no money. Okay, then you can put the game in Game Pass, and we will pay you to see if people will want to play it now or something. I
Hmm.
mean, if you talk about like that, then okay, I get it. I get that will be more. There will be a more good reason to put that game in Game Pass after they fix it. If they you go ahead, listen, you go ahead and fix the game, the bugs and stuff. Once it fix it, we're gonna take the game, we're gonna put it in Game Pass, and we're gonna see if it get any attraction for people to play it with us. And we will pay you accordingly. Cause isn't that what they did with isn't that what they did with No Man's Sky? Didn't they help No Man's Sky out after Sony threw No Man's Sky under the bus? Hello game, because No Man's Sky when we got No Man's Sky, it was a good game. What's up?
Nothing when we got it. It was
It
like
was
damn
fixed.
near complete when we got it on
And I'm
Xbox.
saying, yeah, but they also had the. I think. Well, how long did it take for them to put No Man's Sky in on Game Pass? I don't know how long it took for them.
I don't know. What's the day one?
Mm-hmm.
No, oh, it wasn't day one. It took a little while. I don't think it was. It took a while before because it was messed up. They was updating that game as time goes on. Then by the time we got it, it was fixed. And I think a little while later they threw it in Game Pass because it's still in Game Pass, I believe. Let me see if it's still in Game Pass. I think it's still
No,
in
it's
Game
still in
Pass.
Game Pass.
It is. See. Live, you
And
ready?
it went into Game Pass on June 11th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see, when did it come out?
Yeah, when did it come out on the Xbox after it was fixed? Or just when did it come out for the Xbox period? That'll let you know if it was day one or not. Well, it wasn't
Oh,
day
so it
one because
took
Sony had it.
okay, so it took about 2 years.
Okay.
It
Okay.
came out in 2018 on the Xbox,
Okay.
and then they put it in there 2 years later.
Okay. Yeah, I think that practice right there should work with a lot of games that's broken. I think that practice right there they should execute on that with a lot of developers. I mean, but then you know maybe they should go to Microsoft and ask them how can y'all help me fix this game. I don't know if Microsoft wanted would they take that chance on helping them fix the game.
I
Like would
think
it? Would,
I think they would have initiated that before the game came out.
yeah, but I'm just
So
saying
Microsoft could
if
have
they
made a deal like, okay,
yeah.
we'll help you fix it, but you have to make it exclusive for like a year and day one on Game Pass at the same time, or they would have more leverage if they would have did that before the game came out.
We talking about Mind's Eye. We're talking about let's just say any game that had problems that came out and they had to fix it. And when they fixed it, then Microsoft decided to say, you know what, put it in Game Pass and let's see how it will work. Consider that it may not have been successful on its own when it was glitching.
Hmm.
Because it's not unheard of Microsoft fixing a game. Yeah, Mind's Eye should have been an early access. That's what it should have been. Well, wait a minute. But I
I
mean,
don't think that game would have worked for early access
yeah, I just thought about
because
that.
it's not
Early access.
a multiplayer game. So
Right. I was about to say that. Yeah, early access don't mean that it's multiplayer. It just means you get to play the game early. That's not going to solve the problem of it being glitchy. Cause then, you know what I'm saying? That would have to be a game. That would have to be a game of service or whatever that they're trying to fit on.
yeah, it gotta be like a service, like yeah.
Yeah, this just a single player game. There's
Now
nothing
they
that
probably could have
Microsoft
put out
can
a
do.
demo before the game came out
Yeah, like
to let
a
people play
couple,
it.
but maybe a year or two before it came out, maybe.
Hmm.
This nigga loud white dude, you know.
Yeah, let people try it out first, give some kind of feedback, and then fix it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
believe they should have just waited. I believe that. I believe that with a lot of games, the developers should have just waited. They just should have
yeah,
had
but
waited.
sometimes it's not really up to the developers though.
What you mean,
Sometimes
like
them
the
damn publishers that be pushing
that
them
be
games
pushing them?
out. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yep,
'cause they want to make
yep.
their money back.
Or maybe I guess the correct thing would to say is the publisher to stop trying to have a cash grab. I think oftentimes when they do that, they're trying to push it out before the next big game come out, and that game gets swallowed under a big ass game. But that's the risk you taking when you making these games and stuff like that.
Hmm.
When you making these games like that, you don't want to rush them games out and it's not done.
Because
Like
I think the only reason Mind's Eye came out was because of GTA 6.
yep.
Because they was trying to compare it to like, oh, these are the ex developers who made GTA 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So they tried to get out before in GTA 6 and shit, look what happened.
I mean, Mind's Eye. Looking at Mind's Eye, looking at the game, it looked good. I'm not gonna hold you. It looked good. It looked very pleasing on the eyes. Like, okay, it looked good for what it
Mhm.
is, but I still don't know what's the object of Mind's Eye. I still don't understand that. I still don't get it. I'm gonna lie. I don't understand the depth of the game. Like, what's the whole purpose of, you know, I get it. They want to try something new to see what's going on. Sometimes I believe they also some people may just let's see if we can make a game. Let's see that just show our talent and making games and stuff. Let's just show that we got
Mhm.
talent in making a game. Because I believe if they had the right backing and the right people to help them out, they could have made a better game, a way better game than what the help they had put out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. With the state that Mind's Eye came out, yeah, that's all they needed was more time. That's the same thing I always say about Ubisoft. Like Ubisoft was not a bad developer. It's just they don't have the resources to give their studios more time to actually finish the damn games. That's why I say I think Microsoft should pick them up because Microsoft has the money to give them the time to finish the game. That's really all it comes down to is just time.
Quality.
And the publisher
Would
didn't give them enough time to finish Mind's Eye
just
and
think
pretty much forced them to put it out.
just think about how many games or how many games or company if Microsoft had just think about on the visual aspect of a game how it would look. And I'm only going based off of look at the games that Microsoft had and look at the visual of these games that Microsoft had compared to Sony. See, so like I'm gonna give you an example. Sony can make a beautiful looking game, and Nintendo or PC, whatever, they can all make beautiful games. But sometimes with the beautiful game, you need story, and the game physics doesn't always work correctly. Whereas though with Microsoft, at least the physics and the beauty of the game work hand in hand. And a lot of people don't look at that. Because we looking at a lot of games that if Microsoft owned, the games that Microsoft owned, the game and the mechanics of it, the physics of the game worked it well.
Mhm.
I do loud
Well,
like
because Microsoft owns the physics engine.
yeah. But
They what I say
see,
is a Havoc, I think, the
the
Havoc
Havoc
engine.
engine. Yeah,
Yeah,
but anybody can use Havoc engine. Microsoft they don't discriminate.
yeah,
I
but a lot of
pay.
people probably don't want to pay for it though.
Listen. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they ain't letting them use it for free, so
Listen. You got to pay. You
they got to
got to
come
pay,
out their
man.
pocket.
You got to come out that pocket. And this the funny. And gladly that you mentioned that because this goes to show you that Microsoft been letting people use their product, and people didn't know. So think about it. Microsoft had Havoc from when? For how long that they bought from Intel? And
You
people
talking
been
about
using
Havoc?
that? Yeah, Microsoft had Havoc for years. They got it from Intel. All these years Microsoft had Havoc, and y'all want to think about it. Who y'all a lot it's hard to build physics engine. It's not easy. Sony uses it, but a lot of people don't know that. I think and I think that slick, like they like to be slick and slickery with that shit. Well, we got the best game, blah 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 blah. But see, y'all don't know, and you running around doing jumping jacks for Jesus for Sony. Y'all not knowing that Sony still had to pay Microsoft to use that Havoc engine.
Oh shit,
Microsoft
Microsoft bought
just
it 10 years ago.
Well,
It says October 2nd, 2015.
is it 2015? I thought it was longer than that. Oh well.
Now,
But
that's what it says
even
on
so,
Google. It says October 2nd, 2015.
I don't know. I think Google probably lying because they don't like Microsoft. But I mean, I thought it was earlier than that. But okay,
That's what I thought too. I thought they bought it in the 360 era, but
I did too. I'm not gonna hold you. I did too. I
now I
thought it
say
was. I thought it
2015,
2015. God damn. I would at least thought 2014 or I mean 2020.
like 2012 or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I thought. I would have thought at least 2012. But okay, a lot of people use that engine. God damn, I don't know why it seems like it does seem like it was longer than that though. It does. I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, I thought it was around the 360 era. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Sony still had to pay Microsoft for that. You know what I'm saying? So well let me find out. That's why y'all not gonna get another Uncharted game. That's why y'all not gonna get another of a lot of games that y'all not getting because they don't want to pay Microsoft for the Havoc physics engine. Yo, I swear to
Now,
God, I got this shit.
I think the reason they're not gonna make another one Uncharted, I just think it ran its course.
Oh
Like, what
shit!
could they actually do with Uncharted?
Let his system run with it. Let his
It's
system
like
run
unless
with
they
it.
use his daughter, Nathan Drake or something, but they already did the female thing with Uncharted, so
What
like
they
what
gonna
else is there?
what's his daughter name? What's his daughter name? Nanny Drake? Is it Nanny Drake?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll tell you, man. Listen.
It could be Natalie or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. Shit.
Nanny Drake. Yeah, hell no. Hell no, man. Listen, Microsoft is good at what they do, and what they do is good for the gamer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at it like this: we're walking on sunshine. It's like right there, like God damn, boy, I tell you, this is what I tell a pony. I'm rubber, you glue. Whatever you say, bounce off of me and stick to you. Yo, man, this shit is funny, man. This shit is funny, man. This shit is funny, boy. I tell you. These goddamn PlayStation fans have lost their damn mind. Y'all don't got nothing, nothing, nothing if y'all don't have Microsoft.
No
God
man,
damn, boy.
if Microsoft wasn't putting the games over there on PS5, and the PS5 would be a desert right now.
Think of yo, listen. This is the thing that this is the thing that I be laughing at, man. I don't think they be thinking about it and shit. Just think about it. If Microsoft would have just execute Order 66 and didn't give them none of them games, there's one thing that Sony said that they never lied about it. If Microsoft buy these companies, they dead in the water. God damn it. They seen it. They foresee it. They seen it. And I think a lot of PlayStation dudes seen it too. I think a lot of PlayStation dudes seen that seen the writing on the wall. I do. They seen that writing on the wall. They knew what was going on. It was nothing that they can do about it. That's why they trying to just think about the amount of PlayStation guys that come into an Xbox podcast in the chat and just run their mouth off and just say wild and crazy shit. Like if they have enough voice in the chat to make everybody say fuck Microsoft, they gonna fail again. They keep saying what's his name? Crack Gamer keeps saying hashtag fire Phil Spencer. Like,
Oh,
this
he's
is my
still
thing.
saying it?
Yeah, that's what I heard. He was still saying that. He's still on
Oh
Twitter
my
saying some
goodness.
crazy shit.
This
This
dude
guy.
is obsessed with Phil Spencer. Like, goddamn.
Like, listen. Anybody that's out there, just realize you don't have a voice. You don't have a voice in the gaming street out there enough to get Phil Spencer fired. You don't. You don't have it. IGN of them don't have it. So what makes think you have it? Like none of y'all can get somebody fired because y'all don't like what Microsoft's doing and y'all don't play the game. That's the thing I don't understand. Why you want him fired? Y'all don't even play the game, so why you want him fired? If you don't like what you've seen, then go to the PlayStation, go to the drive, go over there and suck on that dry ass dick. That's how I see it. Go over there and suck on that dry ass dick. Go ahead. Go ahead, you fucking filthy animal. You're not winning. Phil leaves, he's still getting paid. And what you get? A desert ass box. That's how I see it. They get a desert ass box because they think Phil gonna get fired. Or if Phil leaves. You still not getting no game. I look at for you to say you want Phil Spencer to be fired, that means he's doing something good. That's all it means. I like, well, damn, he must be doing something good for them to want the Phil to get fired. That's the first thing popping in my head. I'm like, oh, they want Phil to get fired because Phil doing something good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he get fired, if Phil gets fired, how is that going to help the PlayStation?
Sure, they won't. All they're gonna do is bring somebody else in to continue what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Which is Sarah Bond. All they're gonna do is promote her into Phil's spot because he pretty much took her under his wing. So she'll be Phil Spencer 2.0, and she just bring somebody under her, and that cycle is going to continue. So
I don't think a lot of people think it through though. That's the problem. They don't.
Sure, all we
I
know,
don't think.
all they know, they might not let Matt Booty get in there. Because Matt Booty's already talking about spinning Sony out of business. So Matt Booty might actually do that shit.
Matt Booty crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Matt Booty crazy.
Matt Booty, yeah, go balls to the wall. There would be no PlayStation if it was up to him.
Matt Booty said there will be. He said there will be war.
Now, Matt Booty was not playing.
Yeah, that was wild when Matt Booty came out and said that. I'm like, what? Matt, good old Matt. What you talking about, Matt? What you talking about, Matt? What you talking about? That motherfucker came straight the fuck out and said, yo, let's eliminate them.
Mm-hmm. And Matt Booty, he a killer. Yeah, I don't want him to head the Xbox.
Yeah, but I don't think y'all want that. Microsoft don't make games organically, so they don't build studios organically. All right. So now what? They don't want to build games organically. Now what? Now what you going to do? So now what? That's my question. Like I said earlier, tell me how Sony is a good company when they losing shit. That's why I don't understand. What is the purpose of coming in this chat and saying crazy shit about the Xbox? How is that going to help Sony? You coming in the chat saying crazy shit about Xbox? How? All that shit talking that they was talking, all they did was made people go out and buy more of the Xbox. That's what I want to know. Tell me how. How does that help Sony? Sony ain't make sure. How Sony is a better company than Microsoft, and Sony don't have nothing. If you like cutting on a PlayStation, you like cutting on your PlayStation and just looking at a screen and looking at games and stuff that you don't have, go ahead. I say knock yourself the fuck out and play them games 100 damn times, then shit. But coming in talking about Microsoft is not going to help y'all. And I think that's a thing that these PlayStation dudes don't get. Like the bull, Xbox have no game. Coming in the chat keep saying 19 million, 18 million. This nigga doing a countdown. I'm waiting for this nigga to get down to 1 million. they, go to,
I know that's
they doing
crazy,
it.
right?
They
Every time
doing
they
it.
talk about Xbox sales, the shit goes down.
Like, yo, the fuck, like, nigga, this nigga, what are you doing? Oh well, Microsoft, well, Sony about to buy, uh, they about to buy, WB with what money? How you gonna buy a company and you don't got no money to buy it? Who's Sony going to get to help? See, this is the thing people understand about this stuff. Sony don't have the money. If Sony had the money, then they would have used some of that money to help the PlayStation to make games. If Sony was to get money to help buy that company, what you think is going to happen to that shit? When I see somebody on TikTok was talking about that shit, I say, yo, don't believe that. It's a rumor. I see somebody in the chat said, well, that man is still movie is gonna be the last movie we gonna see. I ain't laughing. I said, hold on, what the fuck? He said, yo, the boy in the chat was like, yo, the man is still gonna be the last movie. Not the man is still Superman, that Superman Legacy, whatever they call it, is gonna be the last Superman, the last DC movie we gonna see. I was dying laughing. I was like, yo. But they go, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Boy say, yo, that's it. Like, oh, well, we can give up the DCU. Man, I said, damn. My man already said the doom and destruction is coming. I said, damn, that's bad. That's not. Listen here, that's not good for somebody to look at Sony and don't see them as a win, as a being profitable, even in movies, because they're not. They still using and running off the hype of Spider-Man and the MCU cells.
Well, not really, because they ran out of steam on that too.
No, but I'm
These
saying,
movies like
yeah,
Madam Web and all that came out and flopped.
yeah, no. That's why I said Spider-Man. They using Spider-Man, not the rest of the characters. Just Spider-Man.
No,
They
that's what
will
I'm saying.
make
The hype for Spider Man is wearing off. That's what I'm saying. Because those
nah,
other characters are not keeping the hype
not
train going.
no, but no. It don't got nothing to do with the other characters. It's the fact that as long as Spider-Man be attached to the MCU, it's gonna be good. The moment it leaves out of the MCU, that's it. Make a Spider-Man movie that's not attached to the MCU. Watch what happens. That bitch gonna burn. Why? Because people are so conditioned and hyped to see Spider-Man in the MCU. Think about it. Look at this. Spider-Man not in the MCU, and they're not in there with this new incursion that's going on in the MCU with the multiverse in the MCU. He's not in there. What? Gee. Sony gonna be writing that shit right back to Disney.
Well, it do make sense because I don't think the Venom movies did good either.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy though? I, I think some of the Venom movie was okay. I think some of it was. Let me keep it real. A lot of them MC movies and stuff are not bangers. They're not. They made money off the hype of it, all of the first phase, that first trilogy phase that they had. That's how these movies blew up. Quality wise was not good. If anybody think it was, no, stop. No, it was not. It was okay. It was subpar. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. So and plus, if they was to get say they to get DC, that will be a conflict of interest because they got Spider Man. You know what I'm saying? The conflict of interest. Like, why would you have Spider Man and then you got DC movies and stuff like what? Nah, they would have to let that Spider Man go. They would have to let that Spider Man go. They would. Sony just Sony are just not good with movies no more. That's all it is. They're not good. They lost their ability to make. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, Sony lost their ability all the way around. And I don't understand it, man. It's doom and gloom all the way around from in the video game spaces.
If I do believe that, because
I'm
and then there
trying to
was that
laugh.
rumor recently talking about they were supposed to buy was it WB or somebody?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like them getting WB
That
and shit.
that'd be a bad move if that happened.
Listen here, you ain't gonna see no more Superman movies. You ain't gonna see no more. Listen here, I'm telling you, up and away is the last thing you're gonna see. Hold on, my daughter asked me, "What is the Apple TV login?" Hold on, ah, damn.
Mhm.
Ask me this
Oh
shit
yeah, I need
about
that
fucking
login too, Flip.
Ah, damn it. Hold on. Yeah, man. I don't be knowing that man. Tell her come get it because Apple TV act funny sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. It's like when you log in, it'll
Mhm.
kick you the fuck out and shit.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off. Like you tell the app to leave you logged in, when you come
Yeah,
back,
that shit.
that shit log
Yeah,
you out.
that shit'll log you out and stuff. Cause
I'm like, what's the point of having that feature that's gonna log you out anyway?
cause I'm trying to think. Look, my fucking code and shit. I done changed the code like 12 times and shit. I'm like, the fuck is this shit? Like, why is it doing this? Like, I mean, let's see, what is the which one is I'm using? 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 What time is it, people? What is it? Yeah, man, it's just it's doom and gloom for people who got that PlayStation, man. I don't understand what it is or how they doing it or what they think is going on. I just know I seen people that I never seen before doing jumping jacks for Jesus for for the Xbox on social media and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know the password. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see what this says. It says, shit. I don't know. I just think the Xbox, it should be the same that it always is. It might have at the end. If it don't, then I'll just, man, I have to reset it. This should be. I hate that. I thought everything was set on all the TV. Man, I done set all that stuff on. I don't know what the fuck we going on with this shit. Y'all can take money out my account and stuff, but y'all can't keep it stable. Every TV in this house is under one house. It's not like I'm giving it to somebody over here, over there, and over there. It's all in one house, and you telling me when I leave out or get back in there, it's something different. Like I don't understand this. Like I have to reset this code for Apple TV. Apple TV, when it comes down to the setting and the code, is the worst. It is the absolutely worst when it comes down to Apple TV. I don't understand it. And I don't even remember what the code was. I had to change the code like 100,000 times and shit. That's why I don't remember what the hell it is. And my daughter, she might just have to change it. I have to just change the code or something. Cause I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can think of is Let me see something. Is the log out of it and try to sign back in and see what happened. See what type of bullshit it tell me. Fuck you, Apple. But yeah, man, I love the fact that I have. Oh no, I get. Oh no, my shit get logged out. Oh no, my shit get fucked up. Like with Apple, my daughter want to log in. She tried to log in, and I give her the code, and she logs in. Somehow I get logged out. Like if we're not under the same house, under the same roof, shit is weird. It's weird. I don't know why it does that. So when I log back in, it tells me that's not the code. Then I have to go and reset it. Yeah, man. People, we just have to look back and rejoice and understand that we have it made. We have hit us. Ain't funny till your homie came back in. You know what it is? I think that I think Xbox have no game to sit there in the chat and just wait till he hear the one thing that he want to hear the most, then to come out and say something. You like a roast. Somebody cut on the you be sitting there in the dark, but when somebody cut on the light, y'all start scattering. God damn it. God damn it. Boy, I tell you, goddamn rotten, dirty vermin. Ah, damn. I swear, boy, y'all something else. I mean, y'all something. Hey, did it work? I mean, y'all something else, motherfucker. Y'all something else. Y'all motherfuckers is something else, boy. I tell you, boy. What's the number now, Phil Spencer? Oh, boy, I tell you, boy. That man, yo, he came in here like Superman. Hold on, let me see. Oh shit! See, I got to reset the password. God damn it! God damn you, child! Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. But boy, I tell you, boy, you just slid right on out of nowhere. Listen here, listen here, buddy. Listen here, buddy, old pal, old buddy, old friend, old pal, old buddy. You just need to be happy. You getting some games from us. That's what you gotta look at it as. If it wasn't for Microsoft, the PlayStation would not be where it's at. I remember my friend telling me this shit years ago. If it wasn't for Microsoft coming out with an Xbox, we probably would have just been getting on what? The PlayStation 4. Guarantee you. Or we would have still been on the PlayStation 4, I should say. The PlayStation 2 would have lasted a whole lot longer than would it have done since Microsoft stepped into the game. I truly believe that. Had Microsoft had not came out, motherfuckers still would have been on the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 3 dashing up would have took a long ass time. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the PS3 would have taken a little longer to come out.
Yeah, it would have. I know it would
Because
have
when it
took
came out in
a
'06, it was still bare bones. So
yup.
yeah, it probably would have
No,
taken a few more years for the PS3 to launch
yup. It would have took a
if
few
it
more
wasn't for the
years,
360.
and it would have took even longer. It would have took even longer with the PlayStation on 3. We probably would have been just, and you know why I say that? Because if they don't have no competition, there's no reason for them to push out another console unless the developers and stuff like that tell them they want to do this and that. And Sony would have said, "I'm not doing it. Keep pushing it." Sony is stubborn. They would not have done it. They would have said, "I'm not doing it. Not going to be able to do it." Sony would not did it. Sony would not have done it. And you fools still would have believed, y'all still would have believing that them games would have been Sony exclusive. Y'all still would have believed them games was only by Sony. He just came in just to say fell spill says. I think he woke up. I think he did what Outwire did. I think he went to sleep earlier. Then when he heard his name, he woke right the fuck up.
I know, right? He probably typed on his keyboard and dozed off.
He dozed off. Matter of fact, you know what he
He
did?
dozed off mid type. And
Yup. Matter of fact, you know what else he did? Listen, he got his motherfucking phone, computer, or whatever set for whenever somebody says something that he usually don't like, it wakes him the fuck up. Damn it, boy, I tell you, boy, you can't with these motherfuckers, boy. I tell you, boy, y'all a class act. Listen here, man. We done went 2 hours, man. We gonna cut this short, man, though, man. But I tell you, but look at him, Red. Listen here, before we leave, he got to make sure he say his favorite people name. Red Dragon, Phil Spencer, Xbox is dead, Timothy Tim. He got, you know what he be doing? He those the people he be shouting out before we get off. Like like yo, we're gonna give a shout out to this person. That's what he does. That's his way of giving a shout out and shit. Like yo, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tim Dog. We love you. He be giving them shout out like he about to get a fucking Golden Globe award for some shit.
uh-huh.
We went on motherfucker that be standing up there. I like to give a thanks to God. Without him, I wouldn't be here. And he be like, I like to give a thanks to Sony. Without them, I wouldn't be here. I like to thank my manager, Timothy Tim. I also like to thank my producer, Red Dragon. Oh shit, yo! I swear to God, yo, this is what it's like, yo, dog. He giving shout out to these people and shit, yo. I can see him right now standing up with his computer and stuff, looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? With his little sister doll baby acting like it's a Golden Globe award. He holding that joint like, thank you for giving me this. This means a lot. Hey, Punisher. Hey,
Yeah.
Punisher. I'm telling you, dog. Look, I'm telling you, my man like this. My man is like this, Punisher. Thank you. I accept this award on behalf of Timothy Tim. I love you. I also like to say, um, thank my mother and my father, you know, Sony and PlayStation. You know, I can't with this shit, dog. I can't with this shit, man. Yo, you funny as shit, dog. I'm out of here, dog. I'm out of here. Hey, listen, man. Hey, you better cut that shit out, dog. Hell nah, dog. You funny as shit, dog. You kind funny as shit with the shit you be doing, man. And you know what? And the funny thing is, look, he know what the fuck he's doing. He know what he's doing. Yo. He know what he's doing, yo. That's why he be doing that shit, man. I think he just want us to say his name and shit. Motherfucker crazy, dog. I ain't fucking with you, dog. I ain't fucking with you, dog. You out of pocket, old man. All right, man. Listen here. See you next week, man. Thank y'all for rocking out with us and shit. All I ask for you to do is share this shit. You know what I'm saying? And you want to come in a party, let us know who you is. And I do not be a sensitive gamer coming in my chat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. We love you. And the award go to Xbox have no game.